everyone, welcome back. It is Mari from Diva Post. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to my channel, and it is Let's Talk Sunday, where I come in, I sit, I share with you guys my weight loss journey and what's going on and all that good stuff. So with that said, we'll get right into it. So before I get into my weighing and all that good stuff and what I have been doing, I wanted to touch on Points Plus. I know a lot of divas are turning over to Points Plus and they're getting a lot of hate for it. And I tell you guys, I was probably one of the main rebels a year ago when I said, okay, I'm going back to Points Plus. And I did get a lot of hate. And there weren't too many of us that said, I'll try it. You guys know who you are, my divas, that, we're rebels right along with me. We've been there, done that. With that said, for me, it was probably the worst decision I ever made, being completely honest. Um, I'm coming from someone who loves sugar, who loves a lot of snacky foods, and that for me, at this point in my life, is a disaster. I always felt because I lost so much weight on Points Plus that it was still was going to work for me now. And unfortunately, who I was then is now who I am now. I am definitely a lot older, and my body just doesn't do well with a lot of sugar and a lot of processed food. Points Plus is a great program if you're able to control yourself as far as that snacky food side. With me, unfortunately, I can't. It's a big, big problem in my cracking my code situation. Um, I have been MIA for a couple of weeks because I have been definitely switching lanes and trying out different things because obviously Points Plus and calorie counting was not working for me. Now, I'm very transparent with you guys. You guys know that every time I'm going to try something new or I'm thinking about doing this or doing that, I am very transparent, and I've always been since the beginning. With me coming to the conclusion that I definitely need structure. I need strict structure in order to be able to get this weight off. Now, being strict doesn't mean you can't have. It just means that it's just very strict about what you can have, and I need that in my life. And you're like, Diva, what? I am. I'm humble, and I am woman enough to say, that this is what I need right now in my life. And I have been definitely playing with, smart points and freestyle, and it has been working amazingly for me this time around. And I think because I finally sat and was true to myself about where I stood, where I wanted to be, and I needed to really let go of the fact that I can't do this on my own. I try calorie counting, and even though calorie counting is amazing, and they say, calories in, calories out, that's not the case. And it took me a really long time to get it, just to get it. It took me a long time. So with me switching back to Points Plus and then calorie counting, I gained back 10 pounds, and it has been so hard to get rid of it. It's been so hard. Like I can't express it. But I have been back on Smart Points Freestyle for 3 weeks now, and I would share with you guys what I have been doing to crack my code and what has been working for me. Again, this is just what's been working for me, and just really taking in all the knowledge that I have, from Points Plus, Smart Points, calorie counting, a little bit of everything. And then I finally said to myself, okay, Mari, so we're going to figure this out. I have came to the conclusion that I need the guidance of Smart Points. I do. I need it. Um, I need that structure, that discipline structure to stay away from sugary stuff because that's my kryptonite, for sure. That's me on there. There's certain people, they have their own weaknesses. With me, sugary stuff, chocolatey stuff, ice cream. That's my weakness. And I need something to be like, you can't do that. So Smart Points does that for me. But I'm also a rebel. So I needed to kind of find my balance. So I'm going to share with you guys what I have been doing that has been working amazingly for me for 3 weeks. So I weighed in every Friday is my weigh-in day. So I for what back up. I weigh in on Friday. So Friday and Saturday I track only my dailies. After I'm done with my dailies, I have whatever I want and I don't track it on Friday and Saturday only. And you say, then Mari, why are you even tracking your dailies if you're not gonna follow the plan accordingly? Because I'm a rebel. Plain and simple. No, but I need to have somewhat of a freedom so I don't feel extremely restricted. And this is something that has helped me break that barrier of putting that respect back on the Weight Watchers Freestyle program. So, with me is all about creating a conscience with this program. This is why I track my weeklies on Friday and Saturday. Now, I have, so with me tracking 7 days a week, because I track 7 days a week, the only thing I don't track is Friday and Saturday after I'm done with my dailies, is because I need that freedom. I don't go crazy. I don't get overboard. In back of my mind, it says to me, okay, so you've eaten your dailies already. So remember your free moment, but kind of, keep a lid on it. And I tell you guys, it has been working amazingly for me. I have had pizza. I have had ice cream, all in moderation, of course. And another important thing is just because I don't count it doesn't mean I don't measure it out because I do. It's not like I go free roaming crazy. That's not what I do. I still measure everything off. On ice cream, I measure my ice cream. I weigh, the crackers or cookies or whatever it is that I'm going to have. That's the way I choose, to track it. I just don't write it down because I kind of need that flexibility in my mind. Friday and Saturday are my busiest days. I'm at home with the kids and we're out and grocery shopping and doing this and that. And I just need to be able to live, and that's been working for me. Now, come Sunday to Thursday, I am on this plan 100%. I count my weeklies, my dailies, and it's been working out tremendously. Now, another thing that I do is I eat my weeklies. Oh, definitely got to eat your weeklies, guys. I don't do a lot of 0 point foods. I add 0 point foods to my, my lunch, my dinner, my breakfast to kind of complement what I'm already having. I don't make it my only thing because I just think that's ridiculous. In my book, with me and how I function, Um, so I will have, 3 or 4 points for breakfast. Excuse me, for breakfast. And I'll have, 5, 6, 7 points for lunch and just add 0 points food to make me feel maybe a little fuller. But I don't make it all about 0 smart point foods. Mm-mm. I don't eat, the only thing I eat, being completely honest, about the 0 smart points, it's tuna, corn, broccoli, and lettuce. That's it. I don't eat nothing else. Applesauce. I love unsweetened applesauce. That's it. I don't do seafood. I don't do Chinese food. I don't do that stuff. I watch my sodium, so you guys know that. I don't do it. So I have learned to definitely make the best of, my foods and really measure out. And that's one thing that I love about the Weight Watchers app is that, you go into grams and ounces and you really get your bang for your bucks as far as, how much you're able to get for a certain amount of grams. Even like the 100-calorie roasted nuts, I love them from Emerald, I believe they are. So if you scan it, it's 3 smart points for the bag. If you take out three almonds or nuts, it's 2 smart points. Hello. Yeah, so I have been separating them, and by the end of the week, I have a fresh new bag that is 2 smart points from taking it out of the other bags, and I save a point. So everything in moderation, and it works. I have been really, really loving this kind of lifestyle that I have been doing. It definitely keeps me accountable. Another thing is too, I've been listening to my body. If I'm not hungry, I don't eat. Simple as that. Before with calories. You're like, oh my God, I still have so many calories left. I have to eat them. And it's like, no, my metabolism, even though I'm so active, is so slow. I have been noticing that I don't need to eat a lot of food. I don't need it. I don't need it. My body just holds on to it for dear life. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I mean, I'm just sharing with you guys, stuff that has been working for me. So we'll get right into it. As far as this past 3 weeks, I will share with you guys. I'll give you a picture here. Let's see where we're at. So I started on 4/8 and I was 226.6. April 13th, I was 225.4 minus 1.2. And then on 4/20's weigh in, I was 223.4 and I was down 2 pounds. Yes, super excited. So a total of 3.2, and I am excited. I definitely excited that I have to first take away this 10 pounds that I had gained to be back where I was at my lowest with Weight Watchers Smart Points. And I'm on my way there. It's all about cracking your code. You have to switch lanes. You have to find out what works for you. Don't let no one, make you feel bad because you have to switch lanes. Do what you got to do, and figure it out. With me, it's just, I want to definitely put it out there. If you are going back to Points Plus, be careful with the sugar intake. It's my kryptonite. And if you have that same issue, it could be a huge problem, especially if you have already, progressed and have lost some weight. Because, like I said, I gained it really quickly. I was like, oh my goodness. And now I'm just need to get those 10 pounds back off. So it's a process, and just going with the flow and being okay with it. But definitely, I wanted to share that out there because it's that important, to see where you stand. And then another thing that I want to share with you guys, as far as this weight loss journey, I am in no pills. I don't take no pills for nothing. The only thing that I take is a vitamin C, and that's it. So, it's me battling with my hormones, with me, myself, and all that good stuff. One thing that I started doing is also weighing myself every single day and documenting it, writing it on paper, and really it's good to go back after a month and kind of see where you're at from that week, that month, to see if you have definitely progressed forward. One thing that I also want to share with you guys is that you guys know that I was going to the gym and really, really enjoying it. But I have to definitely stop going to the gym. Time is definitely against me. And I'm a mom before I am anything. So I'm just going to go back to really just working out at home so you guys will get more workouts from home and doing what I have to do. One thing that I know for sure is that I'm never giving up on this journey. I will do whatever I have to do to continue, and I have lost a lot of my weight working out from home, all my DVDs and all my routines. I have learned so much that it is what it is. It's a given. So you have to switch lanes. You have to make amends with where you're at and what you're going through and make it work so you're able to be successful, on your journey. So just taking it from there so you guys know that on Sundays, I like to share the Weight Watchers Everyday Success book. And we're on page 4. So I will put my glasses on to share that with you guys. So it says, fear is a question. What are you afraid of and why? Just as the seed of health is in illness, because illness contains information, your fears are a treasure, house of self-knowledge if you explore them. It says one woman who was unsuccessful in losing and keeping off weight battled the same 70 pounds over and over until she decided to deal with her worries about success and failures in personal situations. She was so afraid of not being liked and saying no that she punished herself by eating. After she addressed her concerns in therapy, learning that being happy meant being true to herself and not to anyone else's wishes, meant being true to herself and not to anyone else's wishes. She was able to stay on a healthy eating and exercise plan. This resulted in reaching and maintaining her goal weight. Is fear preventing you from making an important change in your life? Are you afraid that losing weight will make you stand out more in social situations? Or are you afraid that taking time for regular exercise will make others think you're selfish? Whatever project you've been putting off because of your fears, take steps to address those fears now. Talking to a friend, writing in a journal, or consulting with a professional can be an excellent way of seeing if your fears are warranted or groundless. Use one or more of these outlets to give your emotions less power over how you behave and how the how life choices you make. Tip for the day. What is your biggest fear? Write a few sentences about how this fear developed. What will really happen to you if your fear were ever realized? And guys, like, it's just fear is something that is OMG. That's all I can say. You guys know with me, I had a lot of fear of going to the gym, so I conquered. Um, it's definitely something that I love and enjoy doing, but I don't have the time. Getting up at 4:30 in the morning to drive over to the gym and then coming rushing back home to get the twins up and going and get myself, it's a lot. So I am blessed to have my own space where I'm able to work out, and I have a lot of gym equipment that I have access throughout the years and stuff like that. And I'm just going to be okay with working out at home and doing what I need to do to continue on to my journey, because there's no such thing as stopping. No way. We got to keep pushing forward. So, with that said, Divas, I will leave it here. Keep pushing, keep switching lanes. Hashtag crack your code no matter what you got to do. So, with that said, have an amazing week. God bless you guys, and we will see you soon. Bye.